Sag, ich hab deine Nase.
I have I have very high hopes at the moment that they're not going to break up like they did in the OG.
Dann kann ich ja gar nicht mehr an mir schnuppern. Im Bett gelegen und an dein Gesicht dran gezoomt.
Das ist mega creepy.
Mega creepy.
Küsst. Ich meine, es war ja wohl eindeutig, dass ich's wollte.
Ja, du warst die beste Freundin meiner Freundin.
That's a very fair argument.
Weil ich dich geküsst hab.
Ja, so ging's mir auch.
Oh, they're reminiscing about the past. I feel like this is going to fall. Goddamn.
Und dann wirfst du mir vor, dass ich nur das mache, was alle anderen cool finden.
Oh, that's probably,
Das
yeah.
ist so
Well, I'm glad they
unfair.
brought that line back up.
Es ist nicht wahr, dass ich nicht wusste, was ich will.
I like how she's defending herself from that. That's good.
Brauchst es dich für mich entschieden zu haben.
I don't feel so genuine when he was asking that question. Oh, the acting's actually really good. It's the little facial expressions. I love it.
Vor dir war ich zumindest meistens ziemlich selbst.
Like, I say there's a very difference between this and the OG. I think this is more dialogue heavy, and they're going with more talking, more facial expressions. Whereas the OG was doing more, it would do long shots of silence, and they're looking at each other. And don't get me wrong, I love that, and I think it was so well done in the OG. But I also really just like it when the just characters just keep continuing talking about the long shots going on forever. Even though it did add to sort of the feel to it, especially really good in season 3 of Skam. I think that's when they nailed it most. Whereas, like, yeah, I feel like in this version of season 1, which I like it more than the OG, I think like the way they're doing it here is really nice.
Selbstbewusst.
If you get what I mean. Don't know if I'm making any sense.
Mit dir.
Like the
Ich
overly
immer nur
long shots
glücklich,
where it
wenn
was
du
just
da
like
warst.
Jonas and Ava in bed.
Du hast Leonie betrogen. Ich dachte die ganze Zeit, dass du ja auch vielleicht in der Lage bist, mich zu betrügen.
That's always a classic thought process. Like if someone cheats with you,
Nur
I
noch
mean, why won't stop
unsicher
them
und
cheating?
paranoid verdient gehabt hätte, verletzt zu werden. Ich wollte nicht so sein.
It's still gonna end the same way. Shit.
Ängstlich und klammerig. Ich weiß nicht, ob ich das kann. Wenn ich mit dir zusammen bin.
God damn. But your chemistry is so good together. Like I legit want, like with Jonas and Ava, I was like, yeah, you need to break up. Like I could totally see like what you coming from. This relationship's not going to work at the moment. Whereas with this one, I'm like, you could make it work. Damn it.
Dann war's das.
No, this is just a farewell. Not a
Ich glaub, ja.
see you later, not a goodbye. You know. What I always appreciate is that you could have ended at the first breakup and it would have been like, oh, that's not like as emotional for two people being together. And then I think Skam does a good job when it does this breakup when they actually talk it through. A true breakup where it's like they both get all their feelings out, Hulk realising that it's not right for them at the moment, and then move forward with life. So it's like instead of just the usual like, you cheated on me, goodbye, we're not in love anymore. I think it does do a good job with that.
Guten Morgen. Wie geht's? Weiß ich noch nicht. Willst du einen Tee?
God, she's God. Jokes. Kiki! I feel Kiki's hairstyle right now. Yes! Same with the bucket. Oh, thank God. That was in the bin, not the bucket. Nice save there.
Geht's?
You know what? Respect for Kiki even getting up. You know, if I've drank that much, I just wouldn't move out of my bed till like at least
Kiki,
like 10.
das passiert
But
doch
yeah,
jedem Mal.
next day.
Ich schau mal nach. So. Moment.
I love how they kept the sort of same attitude on the doctor.
habe ich denn da jetzt gemacht? Gleich habe ich's. So. So. Schwanger.
Wait, what? Not pregnant.
Mein Gott.
Bist du nicht?
So, I don't know if they're going to change stuff or not. I don't think they would.
Eine Banane. So.
I like the dancer. She's battery.
Ich gehe heute Abend auf jeden Fall noch mal laufen. Ich bin gestern 4 Kilometer in 20 Minuten gerannt.
I
Mega,
can do
oder?
like no Ks in like 10 minutes. I'm really good at sitting
Ich
still.
kann Laufen so befreien.
Glaub mir. Ich weiß genau, wie du dich fühlst.
I'm sure everyone
Kiki,
goes through something
du
like
bist
that at some
wunderschön.
point. She is, to be fair.
Aber nicht schön genug.
Aw. I just want to hug Kiki. Bless her.
Lost in the mirror. I knew your face once, but now it's unclear.
Oh shit.
Das war voll
We've not had chocolate in ages. I want a
Wir haben
piece
beide
now.
voll viel
Damn it.
geweint und dann ist er irgendwann gegangen.
Und wie geht's jetzt?
Ich war schon
Ja,
20
shit,
Mal
ja.
kurz davor, ihn anzurufen.
Wie es Matteo geht? Wenn es darum geht, wer sich aus Liebe beschissen benommen hat, sitzt du im Glashaus, Digga.
That is true. Technically, it's a vice versa situation.
Ja, aber... Ja, du hast recht.
I like it when you bring that sort of logic into it. So it's good.
Ich habe echt keine Argumente.
Yeah.
Du sollst mit ihm reden, Hannah.
That was a fair point. Right, Mia plus
machen wir jetzt mit
overalls
dem?
is the best thing in the world.
Wenn
Yeah, Sam! Hair looking gorgeous. The variety she's got with the hair is on point.
Das ist mein Bruder. Dein Bruder? Ja, wir hatten Family Treff. Und dann habe ich ihm von unserer Situation erzählt. Und dann habe ich gesehen, dass der DJ sagt. Und dann hat er gesagt, ich komme mit seinem Fastbus.
That's why she's a bit late then.
Aber Sam, wir sind doch hier draußen, um dafür zu sorgen, dass es nicht so laut ist.
Daran habe ich gar nicht gedacht.
When you fuck up bad. The party's outside now. There's going to be a rebellion on hand, guys. I'll keep the music going if I were you. Just drive inside. Oh, jeez. When Sam saves the party single-handedly. Oh, this is Alex and Chris.
Also bleiben wir Freunde.
Now from the OG, we know Isaac's character is a really good friend in some situations like people out.
Hat
So.
Kiki sich bei dir gemeldet?
Nee.
Ich habe keinen Akku mehr und ich finde es irgendwie komisch, dass sie wirklich nicht
Oh, here we go. It's got to do is that same
Dass
scene
sie
in
sich
it.
wieder
See, I could never let my phone out of my side. Just like, no, back off. Oh, he's going to try it, innit? How do they find someone suave still? Like, he still looks suave. It's annoying.
Das hier ist, wenn du Nein sagst, will ich dich nur noch mehr. Kapierst du mich?
I'm so curious to see how this goes because, like I say, I think Mia's just a bit more of a hardcore character.
Creepy.
Like, she's just more front stubborn, and I think like a bit very different from Nora feeling wise I get from her. So it's gonna be interesting.
Wenn's scheiße ist, bist du nicht los.
Das ist Erpressung.
Das ist schön.
And I wonder if they're gonna, along with, I wonder if they're gonna do the same thing with Vilda, where like Nora was basically trying to say that she didn't want to get with him because of Vilda, when that wasn't really the case. I wonder if they're gonna do some story with that. Oh, I'm curious what they're gonna do for season 2.
Hannah?
Ah, get wrecked, son. I love her. She's the best. I love Mia. Mia's best.
Abgesehen davon, dass du ein riesen Wichser bist, bist du auch einfach nicht mein Typ. Wenn du verstehst,
You tell
was ich
him,
meine.
sister. Oh, I'm so curious to see how season 2 is going to be. Like, if they do actually do stuff differently, like because the characters have got such a different feel, they can do so much. Don't you look at Jonas for Chris? And Kiki's here. Mate, those air hoops are OP. She has that one hoop that fucking glow up ones. That's actually awesome. Mate, Sam has the best style in the show. I love it.
Stefan. Danke. Crewhack?
Damn it, I want pizza now. Oh, that's cute. I'm happy. Just wanted Jonas and Hannah to get together.
Ja, danke. Und? Ist lecker.
Yay, she's eating. Oh, that look. Oh, mate, just the look alone, you can see. That was banging. Hey, this is cute. Yes, Sam. I'll definitely do a tier list for the beginning of season 1. Season 2, I'll do a tier list for you guys. He is adorable, and me too. That was fun. That was a lot of fun. Really enjoyed that. Dude, pressure. Right, that is season 1 of the Druck completed. Do you know what? Absolutely preferred season 1 of Druck over the OG. I'd say the OG Skam I'd give 6.5 out of 10. OG season 1. Whereas Druck had to give it a solid 7 to an 8 7.5. No, I guess 7.8. I'd say Druck season 1 was. I would have been high if it was like my first time experiencing the story, and then I would have probably pushed to the 8. But I'm going to knock it down a little bit to maybe the 7.8 range, maybe because I've seen the story before. But I think the changes to characters makes me excited to see what they're going to do in the future. Like Mia's got her insecurities, obviously, because you mentioned when she had a little talk about with Kiki. But Nora had a lot more insecurities and a bit more, I don't know, a few more anxiety. Maybe Bush still had that strong personality, whereas I feel like Mia's a bit different. So I'm curious to see how Mia's going to handle Alex, for example. I think it's going to be a totally different vibe we're going to get off those two. And definitely going to be interesting. Sam was an absolute highlight. I think I love Chris in the original, don't get me wrong, but I fucking love Sam. Sam was amazing. I think Sam was an improvement in every... Just love her. Sam was just great. She was stylish. She had straightforward personality, straight to the point all the time. Just seems very... Just a sort of your genuine type. And just radiates cool, and I absolutely adored her. Mia obviously was another standout for me, and Hannah and Jonas was very, very good chemistry. I definitely preferred them to. I definitely enjoyed them a lot. Like, don't get me wrong, OG Jonas, he has some of the best scenes in Skam, but I definitely prefer the chemistry between Hannah and Jonas in this version. Hannah was just overall a better character. I vibe with her character more less harsh, more like. I don't know, she feels more genuine when she was speaking to, like, when she was like, I did the exact same things to Liana that Izak's done is Meto done to me. I think Meto's character was definitely, I'm sorry for saying his name wrong, but I preferred his character to Izak in season 1 as well. Again, Izak for me, season 3 Izak has just got to turn, I love him to bits. But for going back to season 1 Izak, I wasn't like the massive fan. Whereas I actually really enjoyed this one's character, and I think the acting and facial expression was good. Obviously the way this was shot as well had a different vibe to it, so obviously in OG it was more long shots, the people looking at each other and going for the more aesthetic stuff, which definitely I'm going to, and Jules, who's the director, definitely inspiration. Whereas this one, it did more of the conversational points and the dialogue, and a lot more facial reactions were really done really well, and I think that was definitely a highlight for me. Like I say, I'm looking forward to it. I've heard season 2 and 3 are a bit different. They go their own separate ways, so I'm very excited to see what they're going to do. Kiki was also another standout as well. I don't know, I just really love this new cast of characters' personalities. Like, they still got the vibe of the OG, but they've got their own little personalities on top, and a bit more, it gives them an extra layer and a bit more keeps you on edge because there's a bit more unexpectedness. So like Jonas and Ava, I was like, yes, it's time to break up. The way it was acted out, I was like, yeah, this is a relationship falling apart, you need a break. Ava's definitely changing herself to be, whereas with this one, Hannah, she still had that when she abandoned her friends and that long, she stayed quiet and just did things. It was as she mentioned, she had fear of losing Jonas because Jonas cheated on her, Leona with her. He could do the same, so she was saying like that, and I totally understand that point of view, but I got more of a vibe where it didn't feel like the relationship's falling apart, and I still could think they could have saved it, so I'm excited. I do actually really want to get them back together, whereas maybe if you've watched my OG, I'm just like, oh, I don't want them to get back together. Even the last season I was like, nah, Jonas and Eve, and I don't want them to get back together, the better apart, whereas this I'm like, get back together. I think some scene was done very well. Yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed these reactions either way. I'm looking forward to new content. Hopefully my reaction might be a bit, hopefully it was okay. Like I said, we are still technically watching the same story, so it is a bit hard to review the episodes because it's just me repeating similar things to season 1, but there was enough changes there that I actually really enjoyed it. And because season 1 was that long ago for me, I didn't really get the repetitiveness vibes from it, so I just got like really enjoyed it, to be fair. I think more I was more understanding this time, whereas in the OG I sort of, with this time I sort of like, yeah, more, I don't know, I got really invested really early on. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed the reaction either way. Leave a like, subscribe if you did. Thanks for watching, guys. I have a playlist on the left if you want to see more of this series, and on the right will be the best match for you. Also, feel free to check out the Patreon if you want early access, audio and edited version of these reactions. And thank you so much for supporting the channel, guys. Make sure you leave that like, subscribe, and I hope to see you in the next one.